and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the New York Yankees. First pitch coming at you right after the break.
And now, please welcome your New York Yankees.
All right, first pitch coming up. And towing the slab here, Garrett Cole. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
He's someone you can rely on to provide quality innings in almost every one of his starts, Boog. He knows how to command the mound. His stuff is good, and sometimes it's even better than good. If he gets off to a fast start, look out. It could be a tough day for this lineup.
Ready to go now. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. That one misses. Ball one. Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at-bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Swing and a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with a pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
Here's Turner now. There's the strike. 95 of that one. Strike 2.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move to the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Next offering is downstairs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out in a heater. Here's Harper now. Right down to shoot, and that's strike 1. Inside, just missed. Next one misses, and it's 2-1. Next offering misses down and away.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. And a pitch. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, he earned his trip to first right there. It's not easy laying off pitches that just miss the zone like that. And it's a real discipline as well. He's put a lot of work into that aspect of his game, and it paid off right there.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. That's in there. 0-1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
fouled off. And that's too high.
2 strikes.
And that's a little bit high. And the count is even, 2-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Two on, one out. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And now the count filled up 3-2.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. Late cutting action to get the swing and miss right there. I mean, that's just really hard to account for as a hitter when you're seeing the fastball all the way, and then just at the last moment, it darts away from you and you can't reach it.
And now it's Alec Bohm. Goldie. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Phillies leave a couple. And now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back at Yankee Stadium. And starting in this one, Zach Wheeler.
Well, that 12-6 curveball explodes out of the hand, and because he's able to throw the high fastball at the top of the strike zone for a strike, hitters commit to that pitch, and before they know it, they're swinging over the top of that curveball.
Stepping in, Anthony Volpe. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 2. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Swings and chases a low one there. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Real Muto to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. That one's upstairs, ball 1. One out, base is empty. Next offering is fouled back. One down, base is empty. Just missed. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Real Muto puts it away for the out. And there are 2 outs. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
Aaron Judge stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. And that is out of play. Here's a 1-1. Right through there for a strike. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Two outs. On the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1, 2, 3, go the Yankees. We played an inning, no score. New inning getting started. Here's the veteran outfielder, Max Kepler. Kepler measures 6 feet 4 inches, 225 pounds, and he was born in Germany.
It's 0-1.
Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
So hard to touch. I mean, at the top of the zone, 99, 98, even 97. As pitchers do such a good job of teasing that part of the zone, just elevating a little bit. It looks good because you see it for a good while as a hitter. Looks juicy, and by the time you swing, it's almost in the catcher's mitt.
On the ground to third. Sneaks through, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Good job of just putting the ball in play with 2 strikes. Good piece of hitting, going the other way with that pitch to beat the shift. You know, not a lot of guys are willing to do that, even with the shift on, because they're looking to pull the ball with authority. But it's a pretty easy hit if you want it.
And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. And there's one down.
Batting it, the second baseman, Bryson Stott.
This is Bryson Stott. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. Over to Jazz, there's 1. And that's 2. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. Now to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning. Here's Cody Bellinger. Bellinger's dad won a couple of World Series rings in 1999 and 2000. Clay was a backup infielder with the New York Yankees.
Looks like he thinks that should have been a strike at the top of the zone, but doesn't seem to be too upset. That's just a case where I think he's trying to get a better feel for the umpire's strike zone and what he's going to be calling. That's just a part of pitching.
Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball. In the 2023 season, Cody's dad, Clay, made a trip to Wrigley Field and sat in the right field bleachers to watch his son play. That's kind of cool. And that one hit to first. And he handles it himself for the out.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Giancarlo.
Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. Very high with that one. And that's ball one. No score here in the second. And that one is downstairs. And the count now 2-0.
2-0.
And that's in for a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That's back there. That one is gone. They'll circle the bases. The Yankees score first. It's 1-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
So 1 out, nobody on. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Austin Wells. Fought off foul. That's to third. Boom. Over to first. And there's 2 down.
Batting seventh, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. Swings over the top of that one.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
0-2.
That's too low.
No, that's
now
down.
1
Ball.
and 2. 2 outs, base is empty. Gets a piece and stays alive. And they'll do it again. Here's a 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across. Bottom half of inning number 2. Went with the sweeper, but it misses. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Swing and a high fly ball. Well struck. Going back. And that one is off the wall. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
But when you see that many pitches in an at-bat, your chances of succeeding go up. And right there, we see the result.
Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees. Nice curveball for a strike.
0-1.
Right side, hard hit. Whips it to first. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now 1-0. You're dialed into the show. All set for the start of the inning. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate.
Brandon Marsh.
Cole back to work. And that one upstairs,
that's
ball
ball.
1.
1-0. That's in. Ball.
And he hits a ground ball right side. A dive. He's got it. Throws from his knees. On the money. Nice play.
Well, he looks so comfortable making that play. Dives, comes up with it, and then from one knee, like he's just playing catch with his kid. Nice throw across the diamond to first.
And Kyle Schwarber will come up. He's 1 for 1. Led off the game with a single. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Swings through that one.
Got to be careful here. This is the type of hitter that can punish you, even with pitches outside the zone.
Foul tip, but he hangs on for strike 3.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Trey Turner at the plate. First pitch, and it just misses. Right through there for a strike.
1-1.
That clips the zone, and it's 1-2. Two down, nobody on. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss at 96, struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. So they go quietly there. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Yankees 1 and the Phillies nothing. Set for the bottom of the 3rd, and now it's switch hitting third baseman Oswaldo Cabrera. Swing and a chopper out to short. Zips it to first. One gone, bottom of the 3rd inning.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
So the batting order turns over, and stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. And that misses. 1-0.
1-0.
And he lays down a bunt, and that's foul. One down, base is empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. That one hit to right. Castellanos sizing this one up. Pulls it down, and there's two gone.
The batter, number 13, second baseman.
And up next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr. He popped out his first time. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1.
That one's upstairs.
That's a
ball one. The 1-1 is fouled off. Two outs.
Ball.
That one misses, and the count's full.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the three-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
That's ball four.
ball
Tried
four.
another
Take your
fastball, but missed the spot.
Didn't miss by much right there. Just couldn't get the call off the inside corner.
Two outs, runner at first. It's Aaron Judge now. 0 for 1 so far. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
And the first
One ball,
pitch
no
misses
strikes.
for ball one.
You know, the two-out walk, got to erase that and really go to work on the hitter. You got to go ahead and just let him steal if he's going to. Try to create the swing and miss and get out of this jam.
Judge waits. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Chisholm off of first with two away. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. That's the inning. The Yanks lead one, but they lead it 1-0. Back in New York. Start of the fourth. And here's the first baseman, Bryce Harper. And that's off the outside edge. Ball one.
1-0.
You know, these Phils just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Clips the corner, and it's 2-1.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
That's off the mark. 3-1.
3-1.
Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. To first, that's the first out in the top of the fourth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. His first at-bat was a strikeout. Pitch is in for a strike, and it's 0-1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike
No
two.
ball. 2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
And here comes Alec Bohm. Grounded out his first time. And that's down and away.
Ball.
He hasn't wanted to challenge in both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
There's a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. And strike 2.
Not sure if he could be in more of a groove. Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight. This guy's feeling it right now.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And it remains 2-2. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Phillies down in order, and it remains 1-0. Back in the Bronx, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Cody Bellinger. Inside, just missed. He's got an MVP and a Rookie of the Year under his belt. And a guy who's played every day as a first baseman, every day as a right fielder, every day as a center fielder. The 1-1. Foul ball there. And now 2-2.
2-2.
That's down and in. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And out number 1 on the grab.
Now has the designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
Here's Stanton now. He's already homered in this game. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Just missed.
That's a ball.
That catches the top part of the zone. 2-1 now. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next pitch is outside.
He's got one already tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if he pops another one here.
outside, and that is ball 4.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Here's the catcher, Austin Wells. He's 0 for 1. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
There it was, a high-velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Hit in the air, right field. Makes the grab for the second out.
Up next for the Yankees, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Here is Goldschmidt. Doubled in his first AB. That one fouled off. Stanton off of first with 2 away. And now the count is even. Just missed.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
And that skips in the dirt. Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can't forget it. A massive home run. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 3-0. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Two outs, nobody on. Now the left fielder, Jason Dominguez. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
Yankees up by 3. Next offering is fouled back. And that one ripped to left. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. And that keeps the inning going.
Now batting, third baseman, Oswaldo.
And next for New York, Oswaldo Cabrera. Grounded out to short in his first trip. And that's outside. The 1-0. And that's downstairs and outside.
Oh, he's really working him
no
away
strike.
this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
And there's a strike on the outside corner. Stirring in the Phillies bullpen, Joe Ross. The veteran right-hander appears to be loosening up. Banks also throwing. That one in there across the letters. Wheeler with a throw over. Dominguez dives back in safely. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Two outs. That one missing inside.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
There's a swing and a drive. Castellanos ranges back. Way back. Out of here. A 2-run homer. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 5-zip. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Back to the top of the lineup, and the batter now, Anthony Volpe. He swings and fouls one off.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out. Get as much as you can. Give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
2 down, nobody on. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first, digging for 2. Throws to second. He's there. It's a 2-out double.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Zach Wheeler won't go any further, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. Here's the new pitcher for the Phillies, Taijuan Walker.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
So, runner at second, 2 down. And stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Foul ball still 0-2. Runner at second, 2 down. That's to third. Boom. Goes on to first. Ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And the lead is now 5-0. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's the left fielder, Max Kepler. Sliced hard, but foul.
Well, these Phillies, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? Strike. We'll see, but I think they have to.
1-1 now. That one pushed to the left and foul. but it kicks off his glove. The throw comes in too late, and the defense comes away with nothing.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
Man at first, and now it's JT Realmuto. Check swing, and he went. Strike one.
0-1.
Realmuto, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner, a member of the 1,000 Hit Club, and he was a third-round pick back in 2010.
Ball.
Kepler aboard here at first with nobody out.
Ball inside.
Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Coming home. The relay to the plate. It's offline. The run comes in. It's 5-1.
Picks himself up an RBI. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And stepping in is the speedy Bryson Stott. And it's fouled away. One on, nobody out, a run in, and we're at the top of the fifth. Just off the outside part of the plate.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
The other way, and it stays fair. Realmuto around third. He'll score easily.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. On the mound, he's got to feel like he deserved a better result on that pitch. Really, I mean, just a soft liner that happened to stay fair. But even though you don't want to do it, you got to tip your cap because the guy at the plate, he found a way to fight it off and get that knock.
Marsh stands in now and watches strike one. Runner at second, nobody out. Runner takes off for third. There's a ball. Transfer bobbled, and there's no throw. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Runner at third here, nobody out. Got him swinging. So the Philly batting order turns over. Kyle Schwarber will hit next. 1 for 2. And he gets that fastball by him upstairs.
Well, baseball's coming out of his hand very well. He's been able to paint all four corners, but really good ride at the top of the zone. Hitters have to respect that. Very difficult pitch to hit.
That one ran inside, almost got him. Swings through it for the K. Over to Goldie. Schwarber out of the play. And an excellent job keeping it right there. Trey Turner with a chance now. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And that drops in for a strike.
0-1.
2 outs with a runner at third. Headed towards the corner. Judge cutting across. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. In comes the run from third. And it's an RBI single. It's 5-3.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
So 2 down. So here is Bryce Harper. He's 0 for 1. There goes the runner. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Save. Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed. And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
In the air, left field, down the line. And that'll get off into the seats. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Flying around third is Turner. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. And they trail by 1.
Well, back within 1 as he brings home the run. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Runner at first with 2 away. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Nick Castellanos. Check swing called strike. Strike 1. Movement in the Yankees pen. Tim Hill, the veteran southpaw, is getting ready to come on if needed. Leiter warming up as well. Next pitch is downstairs. Good eye in that spot.
That's a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Harper leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Cut on and miss, struck him out. Whip number 9 for him in this game. 9. They get 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and leave 1. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Yankees 5 and the Phillies 4. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. And ball 1 to Judge.
You know, these Yankees, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
2-0.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
First strikeout for him in this one. That splitter is maybe the go-to pitch when he's looking for a swing and miss like that. He throws it quite a bit, and that's a good example of the effect it can have on a hitter.
One down. Here comes Cody Bellinger. 0 for 2 in this one. Rips one to right. Fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. Now he launches a throw over his head. Good backup, though. He's right there and no advance.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
One out. Runner at second. Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. That misses the zone. Ball one. Runner at second here, one gone. And it's fouled off. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Turner with the throw to first. And they take care of Stanton for the out.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells.
Well, the way these two teams have battled in this game, you know you need more. Got to continue to add runs if you're going to get out of here with a win.
Check swing, and he went. That's strike one.
0-1.
And a foul ball. Man at second. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. So 1 hit is all they get. We're through 5. It's the Yankees 5 and the Phillies 4. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Mark Leiter Jr.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
Well, 1-run game, and now for the Phillies, Alec Bohm. Right through there for a strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Fernando Cruz appears to be getting loose. Weaver getting loose as well. And fouled off. Pitch misses there. 1-2 to count.
That's a really good take.
Out to short. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Max Kepler at the plate. He's 2 for 2. And there's a foul ball.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
That's off the inside corner, and it's 1-2. That one missed. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the sixth. One down, Phillies down a run. And that's where the swing, it's a strikeout. Here's JT Realmuto. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. That misses, and that's ball one.
When you got a catcher like this guy with a big arm like that behind the plate, it really shuts down the running game.
Outside low, and now 2-0.
Well, I'll say this as a former position player and base stealer. When you come into a game and you've got a guy like this behind the dish with a big arm, you really have to change your approach. Can't try to steal because you'll get thrown out. Maybe get a little bigger lead, be aggressive on the secondary. But this type of guy shuts the running game down.
Swing and a ground ball. Zips it across, and the Phillies are set down in order. 3 up, 3 down for them there. 7, 8, 9, 2 up in the home half of the inning. It's the Yankees 5 and the Phillies 4. Well, we go bottom 6, and stepping in for the Yankees, Paul Goldschmidt. Walker back to work. Some bullpen action for Philadelphia. Joe Ross, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. On the corner for a strike, and the count is 0-2. And ball 1. Outside, 2-2. And that's in the dirt. Swings over the splitter for strike 3.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. Kepler under it. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting the third baseman, Walter.
And that is in for a strike. It's 0-1. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and that squirts through. And that keeps the inning alive.
The batter, number 11. Shortstop.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. Anthony Volpe, the next to hit. 1 for 3. First pitch just misses. Two outs. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. He's there. He's got it. And that is the third out of the inning. One left for the Yankees as they hold on to a 5-4 lead.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Fernando Cruz.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. And that one fouled off.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
0-2.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And delivers outside. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Slings it across. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
The bat, the center fielder, Brandon Marsh.
And now it's going to be Brandon Marsh. Ground ball right side. Goldie. The flip to the pitcher covering. And that quickly 2 away.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Kyle Schwarber getting ready to hit. Close one. Doesn't get the call. And that is ball 1. Two down, nobody on. Pitch misses there, and it's 2-1. Two outs. Got the bat going too soon, and strike 2. And a swing and a miss. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the offense that time. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Yankees 5 and the Phillies 4. Back now in the Bronx. Leading off, Jazz Chisholm Jr. The pitch. Foul ball. Ball 1 there. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt.
1-2 is the count.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's back there. It's a ball flexes his power with that swing, and they tack one on the board. It's 6-4. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Sometimes we say it's a sinker that didn't sink. Well, that was a splitter that just didn't split. Kind of like a BP fastball. And when you throw that pitch, don't expect to get it back. You're getting a new baseball from the umpire.
Aaron Judge at the plate. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Tap back to the mound. And they put the tag on him for the out.
The center fielder, number 35, Cody Bellinger.
And here comes Bellinger. That's in for a strike. That one just misses. Dives and he can't hang on. Now he gets it to the pitcher covering the bag. And they do get the out.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
And now it's Giancarlo Stanton. He launched a solo shot back in the 2nd inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
And there's a strike.
It's 0-1.
Next offering is fouled back. That's a ball.
1 ball, 2
Tried the
strikes.
sweeper. Cut on and lifted in the air. Castellanos. And that ends the inning. Solo homer extends the Yankees lead. It's now a 6-4 ball game. Back here in New York, we're at the top of the 8th. And now here is Trey Turner. Cruz,
That
a
missed. That's the
6'2
ball.
righty. He features a splitter, a
1-0.
4-seamer, and occasionally uses a cutter. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Devin Williams getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Weaver getting cranked up as well. The shortstop takes the ball.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
There's a strike and a count 2-1.
2-1.
Fouled off left side. Here's the 2-2. On the ground out to short. Volpe throws it to first in time. First out in the top of the 8th.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Bryce Harper to the plate. Ball one to Bryce.
Down. That's the ball.
Next offering is fouled back. One down, base is empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. On the outside corner, got him looking.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter, and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
Now it's the right fielder, Nick Castellanos. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. And that one pulled foul. Two down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Fastball is outside.
1-1.
And that one fouled off. The 1-2. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Down quickly go the Phillies. And the score remains 6-4. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Jose Alvarado.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Here's the catcher to hit, Austin Wells. 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. First offering, and it just misses. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And there's a ball.
That's in.
Right side. And that's just foul. And that's off the inside edge. And it's a full count. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
So a man at first. Paul Goldschmidt now. He's already homered here in this one. Check swing called strike. That's strike 1. Movement in the bullpen. Joe Ross getting loose out there. Wells on at first, nobody out. And
That's
takes
the ball.
low for ball one. Swing and a bouncer. The throw to first, and they get Goldschmidt for the out.
The left fielder, number 24, Jason Dominguez.
And up next for New York, Jason Dominguez. And the pitch a little bit low, ball one. Fought off foul. One out and a runner at second. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And now 1 and 2. Stays alive. On the ground, a sliding stop. Throw to first. Nicely done for the out.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
And next for New York, Oswaldo Cabrera. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. And he's out.
Got him. That's an out.
Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs on a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money. That is great technique from start to finish. Nice job to end the inning.
We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Devin Williams.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
So digging in, Alec Bohm. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. That misses.
That's a ball.
Ball one. And another
No, that's
ball.
out.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Line drive, and that's a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Now batting Max Kepler. Pitch misses outside. 1-0. The tying run at the plate. Top of the zone for a strike. And the count 1-1.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Tying run at the plate. Swinging a foul out of play. And that one is inside. And there's a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
And now it is JT Realmuto. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. That one missed.
1-1.
With the go-ahead run at the plate here at the top of the ninth. Ground ball to first, could be two. Steps on the bag for one. To second, but way too late. Safe there. He's 2 outs away. Here's the second baseman, Bryson Stott. Golden opportunity right here. Swings through that one for strike one.
Well, a come-and-get-me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
And ball one.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
2-1.
In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. One down, runners at second and third. Swing and a miss. 2-2 now.
2-2.
And that's a strikeout looking. Phillies have just 1 out remaining.
Well, even if you don't feel great about it, you've got to swing the bat with 2 strikes in this situation. You've got the tying run out there in scoring position. Just put the ball in play. Maybe something good will happen. It just didn't look like he understood the situation.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Devin Williams won't go any further, and he's on the hook for the runners at second and third. So looking for some help there. Back in a minute. New pitcher for the Yankees, Luke Weaver.
All they need from him right here is 1 out, but that's easier said than done for sure. Lots of pressure with 2 runners in scoring position. He does have the 1 open base to work with if needed.
So it's their last chance in this one. Brandon Marsh digs in now. 0 for 3 in this one. First pitch, and he just misses. Bohm on third. Kepler at second with 2 gone. To the right side. And that is the ball game.
These hitters had the long ball working for them today. 4 home runs had a lot to do with them coming out on top.
And this one ends with a final score of 6-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.